Tonight, we are investigating a story that has sent ripples through the music industry, involving the artist many once called the barefoot Prodigy. For years, the world watched as a young star stunned audiences with a voice that seemed to channel the spirits of jazz legends, but recently the spotlight on her has changed. A mysterious shift occurred that left fans questioning where the child star ended and the independent force began. We are looking at the release of an album titled Secret of the Soul, a project that many insiders claim was never supposed to happen under the traditional system. The narrative surrounding this artist has shifted from discovery to defiance, and the implications are massive. While most artists are fighting for every scrap of attention on social media, she did something almost unheard of in the modern era. She retreated into the shadows to rebuild her entire identity. This wasn't just a career move, it was a total rejection of the manufactured image that often traps young talent. Those close to the situation suggest that the polished, pop-centric version of her career was causing an internal rift that could no longer be ignored. The industry was shocked when the typical promotional machines went silent, leading to intense speculation about her status. Was she being hidden away, or was she planning a move that would change the trajectory of her career forever? The answer seems to lie within a series of recordings that have only recently come to light, revealing a side of her that the public was never meant to see. But the true mystery isn't just about the music itself, it's about the silent war that was allegedly taking place behind closed doors. Just as the world thought they had her figured out, a massive fracture in her professional team revealed that the star we knew was about to vanish entirely. Our investigation has uncovered reports of a significant fallout between the artist and the corporate giants who once managed her career trajectory. While official statements remain sparse, the accusations surfaced that the label was pushing for a sound that stripped away the organic soul that made her famous in the first place. The tension reportedly reached a boiling point when the artist chose to walk away from her multi-million-dollar backing with Republic Records. In an industry where turning your back on a major label is often seen as career suicide, this move was nothing short of a declaration of independence. We've seen documents suggesting that the creative differences weren't just about the songs, but about the very soul of the brand she was being forced to build. The industry machine wanted a product, but she wanted to be a person. This led to what many are calling a forced exit, where the artist reclaimed her masters and her future at a cost that few are willing to pay. There are whispers of broken agreements and a struggle for creative control that lasted for months, hidden away from the public eye. During this time, the artist's output dropped to nearly zero, leading many to believe her career was over. However, this period of silence was actually a period of intense construction. She was reportedly building a private studio and a family-led team that would allow her to bypass the gatekeepers entirely. This move has sparked a massive debate among industry executives. Can an artist of this caliber survive without the backing of the major labels, or is she setting herself up for a tragic fall? The risk is monumental, but the rewards of owning her own voice seem to be the only thing that matters to her now. But walking away from the money was only the beginning, as a far more personal secret was about to be revealed in the lyrics of her new work. At the heart of the new album is a connection that goes far deeper than typical songwriting. Our sources have confirmed that every single track on Secret of the Soul is rooted in the private writings of her grandmother Mery. This discovery has changed the way critics view the project, turning it from a mere album into a multi-generational archival piece. The poetry, which was never originally intended for the public ear, deals with themes of loss, resilience, and the haunting of the heart. By using these words, the artist has created a barrier between herself and the typical pop song structure that relies on AI-generated hooks and shallow themes. This is a raw approach that has rarely been seen on such a global stage. The decision to keep the project in the family is a direct middle finger to the songwriting camps in Los Angeles and Nashville that dominate the charts today. It's an organic rebellion that prioritizes history over hits. However, some have questioned if this level of vulnerability is too much for the mainstream market. The songs don't follow the 2026 radio format. They are long, moody, and intentionally unpolished in places to preserve the honesty of the recording. This has led to a cult-like following where fans feel they are listening to a private conversation rather than a commercial product. The secret isn't just the title, it's the fact that she has managed to turn her family's private pain into a global masterpiece without losing a shred of her integrity. It is a bold, almost dangerous level of intimacy that few artists would dare to attempt in an age of constant surveillance. Yet, even as the music found its wings, a shadow from her home country was waiting to pull her back into a very public battle. While the music was receiving critical acclaim, a much darker story was developing in the Norwegian courts. Reports have surfaced of a major legal dispute involving the broadcaster NRK, with claims that have been kept under a strict media blackout for months. The details are murky, but insiders suggest the conflict involves the rights to her early performances and how her image was used during her rise to fame. This legal war has reportedly cost thousands in fees and has placed a massive amount of stress on the young artist's shoulders. Simultaneously, her 2026 Las Vegas residency has been shrouded in a level of secrecy that is practically unheard of in the entertainment capital of the world. No professional cameras have been allowed, and attendees are reportedly required to lock their phones away before entering the venue. This has fueled rumors and speculations that the artist is trying to hide something, or perhaps she's being protected from something. Some speculate that the accusations from her past are finally catching up to her, while others believe she's simply taking back control of her image in the most extreme way possible. Whatever the truth, the blackout has only served to increase the mystery surrounding her. She has become a ghost in the machine, a star who is visible only on her own terms. The tension between her public success and her private battles has reached a fever pitch, making every move she makes a headline. But the biggest shock was yet to come, as she prepared to release not one but 3 distinct chapters of her story at the exact same time. In a move that defied every rule of the 2026 music market, the artist didn't just release one album, she dropped a trilogy of secrets. Along with Secret of the Soul, she quietly released Secret of the Star and Secret of Love. What made this even more shocking was the distribution method. Instead of a massive rollout on her main YouTube channel or a global streaming takeover, she released them on secondary platforms and hidden links. It was a treasure hunt for her most dedicated followers, bypassing the algorithm entirely. Our reporting suggests this was a calculated move to ensure that only true fans were the ones listening, effectively filtering out the haters and the casual critics. This underground strategy has proven to be a masterstroke, as the albums have reached the top of the independent charts through word of mouth alone. By refusing to play the mainstream game, she has made herself more relevant than ever. This is a power move that has left major labels scrambling to understand how she maintains such high engagement without a marketing budget. She has proven that authentic music doesn't need a machine, it only needs a voice that people can trust. The trilogy covers a wide range of emotions, from the darkness of the soul to the light of discovery, creating a complete narrative of her journey from a child star to a sovereign artist. It is a bold experiment in organic growth that may have just changed the way music is released forever. With the trilogy complete, the industry is now forced to face a reality they never saw coming. The Barefoot Girl has become the most powerful independent artist on the planet. As we conclude our report, the impact of Secret of the Soul is becoming clear. This isn't just an album, it's a blueprint for the future of the music industry. By embracing independence, honoring her family legacy, and navigating legal storms with her head held high, she has set a new standard for what it means to be a successful artist in 2026. The secret is finally out. You don't need the corporate machine to find your voice. She has managed to overcome industry challenges that would have broken a lesser artist, and she has done it with a level of grace that is truly rare. While the controversies and speculations will likely continue to follow her, she has built a fortress around her art that seems impenetrable. The question now is whether other artists will follow her lead and break the chains of the traditional system. We are seeing a shift where raw and real is more valuable than perfect and polished. The legacy of this album will likely be felt for decades, as a reminder that the soul of music can never truly be owned by anyone but the artists themselves. As she prepares for the next phase of her journey, the world will be watching, but this time they'll be watching on her terms. The Barefoot Angel hasn't just found her wings, she's rebuilt the entire sky. It's a shocking turn of events for an industry that thought they could control her, but for the fans, it's the revelation they've been waiting for. The story of Secret of the Soul is just the beginning of a new era in music history.